Hello, you're a showstopper. You're a showstopper. Welcome to the Contemporary King. I'm sorry I came up here a little bit late, but we'll be doing a reading. I think I'm drawn to do the Jane Austen tarot deck. I love these cards. I recently got them a few months back when I was in vacation. So what I'm hearing is that because you're a showstopper and I'm seeing colored hues, it's like you know how to make everything colorful in life. So before we begin, I just want to say thank you everyone for coming to my channel, subscribing, liking the videos. I'm just trying something new, trying something different. So this is my metaphysical channel. I am a oracle and I also know how to read tarot. So thank you for coming because you definitely came to the right place. Like that video if you have not liked for the channel already. Put the thumbs up, put the thumbs up. It's definitely time to start liking. So you're a showstopper. Let's get why you're a showstopper. So I'm seeing, you're very colorful. Marilyn Monroe was very colorful. What I'm seeing is like, okay, the documentary just came out. Okay, I'm hearing that there are a lot of messages that want to come out, but we need to just cleanse the energy really quick. So these people, these are the people that are in for a long journey. So if you have your headphones up, turn them down for a couple seconds, please. Okay, awesome. So let's see, Marilyn, you are a showstopper. So I'm seeing Marilyn Monroe when she's starring in one of her first films where she's kind of like being objectified. So people like to objectify you because you look good. People like to put you in a box because you look good. People like to offer you things. People like to treat you good. People want to offer you things and take care of you because you are a showstopper, because you look good. And I'm seeing that this is like natural beauty, like you've always had this beauty. I'm being called to use this deck. So it's kind of like a natural, and it's like a natural beauty. So let's get the Two of Diamonds. Yeah, it's like I got this card in a reading that I did earlier today. You're a showstopper. People want to paint you. People want to do portraits of you. People want to, they want to paint you naked. But at the same time, it's like you could be in the situation where people could really love you at one point a lot, and then they could really hate you. So it could be like a upside, like down, advantage and disadvantage. It's like, at one point, like people can never have enough of you, or like they just had enough of you, and then one point, like they like never had enough of you. Like this is just like Joker energy. And then like looking at the Ace of Pentacles is kind of like how I imagine Marilyn Monroe when she was in that Bobby Kennedy entanglement, and the fact that like Bobby Kennedy behind the scenes was effing her, and nobody was talking about Bobby Kennedy. Like Bobby Kennedy had his name in nobody's mouth, but at the end of the day, everybody was talking about Marilyn Monroe. Everybody was talking about JFK. And it's just like, I don't need a play-by-play. It's like, I don't need a play-by-play. It's like somebody trying to come in and control your life. You are justice. You are equality. You bring in the clear, honest news. You're so honest. You're so nurturing. You're so caring. You come from such a deep story. With this Nine of Hearts, you're very caring. You're very loving. Like, you know how it feels to like appreciate the little in life, because all of which you've had before, you've had to really work for, or you've had to be really appreciative, because just as much as it can come as is just as quick as it, will be taken away. But you get this 10 of Pentacles, and then you got everybody talking about you. That's why you're a showstopper. You're a showstopper because you're the Empress. So let's get some more. Why are you the showstopper? Why are you the showstopper? I'm seeing like somebody might, like, people might want to like buy you a pair of like wheels. Like, people might want to buy you tires. People might want to buy you a car. Like, you're the type of person that people would buy a car for. Like, people would buy you a car. People want to take away your burdens. They want to control you. Like, they want you to be everything that they think of. Like, they want to come in and just take you as theirs. And kind of like in a sick way, where it's like you're literally gonna get like you and this guy that you just met in one like really beautiful island in Aruba. You decide to go to Ibiza and stay the whole entire week and skip work, and then everybody's like wondering where you're at. You have missing posting online, and then you come back, you're like, oh dang, like I didn't know it was that big of a deal. And people are going to judge you for this. People are going to judge you because, you can get away with these types of things, and you can call it pretty privilege or not. But, you have your son. Like, people want to spoil you, wine and dine you, and like, they're being very careless about it. All they are thinking about is this growth, and how much, they want to tear down everything. They want to tear down every single little teeny thing that they've had with other people in their lives, because they're knocking down bulldozers for you in their life. I'm hearing sirens, Archangel Michael. So you are a showstopper. You are a showstopper. Their contracts, DMX, the color purple. So you've come from a really hard life. You may have come from addictions. You may have come from molestations, trauma in the past. You might have come from like, fuck boys, just being around the wrong people, and like never meeting Mr. Right, always meeting Mr. Wrong, always, being around a group of guys that just want to do nothing but like, I'm sorry, gangbang you. Like, and then you have the DMX card, people who are struggling with their spirit, and it's just like that waiting process of trying to figure out what's gonna happen. I'm seeing with this Wheel of Fortune, but we have the Beyonce, the queen, at the end of the day. So you're crowned. The Empress is the queen. You're crowned. It came out, even though I didn't want to take it. It came out. So you're crowned. So basically, you are a showstopper. But what happens to showstoppers? They get silenced. So it's like, keyword, this is a really important advice right now. I'm hearing it's really important, to just be silent, because a lot of the people who are quote unquote in the game, they have been in it for a long time because of how long they've decided to stay silent. So I'm hearing that your fortune is changing because of your silence. You're a star. You're a star. You know that you're going to have to be silent. You are focusing on being more silent. You're focusing on reflecting inward, developing yourself inward, being more silent. Because your will is changing. You know that there's a prophecy. And you know that you have to put a death to all this. You have to live life, and you can't, because you're a star, and there are people that want to take you down, and they're not good people. They're not good people. They're fake. They want to offer you these fake cups. They want to offer you these fake loves. They want to act like they can offer you the world. These are going to be people that look so desirable, and they're going to offer you the world. Men and women, they're going to offer you the world. They're going to say, hey, I'll give you $100 million contract. All you do is have to sign this dotted line and give me your name, your soul, and your blood. And next thing you know, you're doing every single thing that they want you to do. You have to do it right. It's like they'll abuse you. It's like the abuse, the physical, I'm hearing mental abuse that happens because they want you to get it right. They want you to get it perfect. You have to be perfect for them so that you can appeal to the masses because they know that you're a star. So if you get into any contractual agreements, I'm hearing, showstopper, it's best to gain the knowledge beforehand than getting into it later, because they're gonna not just take all your money just to teach you all these things that you could have prior gotten the knowledge from. They're actually going to take the money and then they're going to make you work even harder for it. And then you might even get courted by your manager. You might get courted by your manager in the future. You might get courted while you're in auditions by the director. People might want to try to go for you. And it's like taking all of this knowledge, you know, knowing that you're a star, knowing that you're gracefully going to have to like just, I'm hearing that you might want to watch my last reading, Power Number 3. Because, no, my last reading, Power Number 2. Power Number 2, definitely. What is your street cred? Street cred, you guys need to watch Power Number 2. Justin Timberlake, because this is just the way that Marilyn Monroe, it's like all is well. It's like sometimes it's like I know that obedience is better than sacrifice, but sometimes you gotta, it's like sacrifice is all you got. Sacrifice, I'm hearing sacrifice is all you got. When you have little to no more options, or you got so many options that more than one of those options can get you killed, you know, it's deep. It's really deep what she went into. Okay, so let me get some clarification. Okay, showstopper. I want to get some clarification. What is this Wheel of Fortune? So we have the strength. So again, like being due diligence and having fun while you're studying your craft. Whatever you're cooking up in this pot, whatever you decide to cook up in this pot and focus your attention on while you're in this like studying period and like being rebellious, staying away from, you know, those that don't necessarily fit your particular lifestyle anymore. I'm hearing. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Because sometimes, especially these cards, they have such a different meaning. So yeah, it's about having courage. Like, so you're having courage. Nothing boisterous is so like a good spot of tea. You're changing things up the way that things should be changing up because you have skill. You're opening up this new skill. You're using movement. And you're sharing. You're very generous. You're very generous. And that's why people love you, Group 1. You're very generous. You are very generous. Contemplation. So you're contemplating things. That's what I'm thinking. You're contemplating things, working hard, not allowing yourself to be, I would say, like, you're not focused on love. I'll tell you that. Yeah. The once popular Beaver, you're focusing on yourself because of this rejection I'm hearing. Like, people rejected you in the past. You know, like, anybody who rejected you in the past before you got into this star energy because you were always a star, but they couldn't see that clearly this is destiny. Clearly you're a star. Clearly you're crowned. You know, you're contemplating this, putting this in your ammunition. And you're putting more time into yourself, putting more time into loving who you are, putting more time into focusing on you and doing what really matters, which is self-love for you. I love that so much. I love that so much. So let's get some more. So what makes you a showstopper in this self-love for you? What makes you a showstopper in this self-love for you? I love that. It's a treasure. The more you love yourself, I'm hearing that the more you love yourself, the more abundance that you're going to open up. You're opening up a magical chest of trust, faith, and love deeper than anything you've ever felt before, because you can love yourself, because you can sit with yourself and love your energy. And even if there are people in the world that love you, you can love yourself. And even if those people don't love you, you'll still love yourself the same, because you know your value. You know your worth. You have high self-love. And that is exactly why your energy is addicting. Your energy is addicting because you've escaped the matrix. You've escaped the matrix. God-given. You've escaped the matrix. You've escaped the matrix. That's just what it is. You've escaped this matrix.